Okay, so the thesis around, it's not really a thesis because it's not an original statement, but what we're presenting in our movie is that it wasn't in fact Giuliani. He's often credited. A lot of people, they haven't learned about 42nd Street.
Credit Giuliani.
The Giuliani is the name that comes along in your head. So how did was it just because he came along at the right time and when all these plans were underway?
Pretty much.
He didn't.
I mean, I open my book with 5 myths. One of them has to do with this, and all mayors build upon the successes, on the initiatives, on the initial steps of other mayors because they're only in office for a period of time. And in fact, the deal with Disney had been cut, signed, and sealed, but the press release was not allowed until Giuliani took. The press release was delayed 2 months.
Right, and he did the ribbon cutting.
And he did the ribbon cutting, which is, he also instituted anti-porn zoning. But Giuliani's got a long history of taking credit for things that others started or put in place, and so.
I even read that after the deal with Disney was already cut, Giuliani and Dinkins are arguing over who, could get, and neither of them really
Well, it did happen during Dinkins' administration.
Right, but.
And the way of politics, people will believe what they want to believe, right, and others will say what they want people to believe.
Right. So Giuliani is fully. He's not married.
Certain deals post Disney did happen on Giuliani's watch, but he did not. He was not the force behind the Disney deal. He just was in the right place at the right time to take credit for it.
Do you think Eisner specifically waited to till Giuliani became mayor, or it just worked out at that time?
No, I mean that was these things are timed. Press releases are timed, and there was much more to be gained by timing it at the beginning of Giuliani's administration in terms of the kind of forward momentum and the need of support. The Disney deal was the beginning of, well, I should say the real beginning of the revitalization in terms of concrete progress was the New Victory Theater, but Disney was a key piece. Well, I've made the argument that they weren't a pioneer on the street, they were a catalyst. But it was a catalyst for other things that were to come. And you can't get these large-scale, ambitious, risky projects done without continuity of support from the mayor's office, from the governor's office. And so there was much more to be gained by allowing Giuliani to take the credit for the ribbon cutting than there would possibly have been to sort of do it at the tail end. The deal was signed on December 31st. Giuliani was taking office the next day. What possibly was there to be gained by doing it? I mean, sort of any other way. And you needed the city behind you and the popularity of a new mayor to go forward. So it was not unusual for that to be the case.